It's time for Men's Fashion Summer 2014, and here in Paris, the stakes are high. The City of Lights looks to retain its top place ahead of New York and London. The fashion houses dazzle to show wearable pieces. Useless to try and disguise men, only one thing counts: details. Today, men's fashion interests everyone.
I know when something is beautiful when it is. I don't know. I like it just as much when it's extravagant and when it's elegant and classy.
Men's fashion has three main styles: the merciless, the big classics, and casual hype like Carvin. Romanticism of pre-puberty and adolescence, pretty but not sexy.
It's a word that never spoke to me. I prefer charming, touching, sensitive, delicate, inspiring, charismatic. Sexy doesn't mean anything to me at all.
Another vision of casual hype was presented at La Cité de la Mode et du Design, an exotic, sporty mix by American Philip Lim.
I think it wasn't overstated. I think the floral and the Western inspiration was definitely done very well and very elaborate.
At Givenchy, casual equated to Latino gangster rap, and the hype was 70s retro. The prints are saturated, the cuts impeccable. Last on the list, Kenzo. The New York duo of Umberto Leon and Carol Lim brought in one of the members of the group Beastie Boys to create the show's soundtrack. The designers brought the color.
And all the colors, I think, represent a lot of the things in nature that you see. And obviously the music, which is by Mike D, is really incredible because music was a big influence for us growing up as well.
Second style presented in Paris, the Merciless, a modern and sophisticated fashion made without any commercial concessions. Californian Rick Owens showed superimposed asymmetrical black leather. The music is by Estonian punk band Winnie Pooh. The collection is called Vicious.
Vicious to me is energy, and it's a kind of aggression, but a cheerful, friendly aggression. I mean, in my world. When I saw this band, they kind of personified that. They were extreme. They could do anything.
You've dreamed it. Raf Simons made it. The creative director for Haute Couture, Christian Dior, presented his own menswear collection at the Gagosian Art Gallery in Bourget. Jet hangers, Calder mobiles, and Prouvé structures are the backdrop as Simons seamlessly evokes his post-adolescence. It's bright and spicy. Antwerp's Anne de Millemuster rides a wave of freedom. Her look says, "I'm making fun of how I dress, but I do it with grace and taste."
We have a striped trouser on the bottom. We have a different striped t-shirt that doesn't match. We put different color shoes, so we're pretty free. It's very Sunday.
Also hailing from Antwerp, Walter van Berendock remains one of the merciless. He mixes materials and colors according to geometrical lines. Alexandre Mathieussy is a happy merciless. He won France's Andem Prize. Sponsored by top luxury brands, he now has 250,000 euros to spend.
I don't dress just one man. I try not to dress just a youth, an older man, a blonde, a brunette, a black, a white. The idea is to dress the men all around us.
Elder merciless Yoji Yamamoto. His collection is fluid, made from airy materials like chiffon and organza. It's a female masculine worn by a woman.
Menswear also got more feminine, and since I am sort of in the middle, I think that's the reason why I can do both men's and women's wear.
Last of the merciless, American Tom Brown. He respects nothing. His friends call him the Frenchman. He showed at l'Académie de l'École Militaire and paid tribute to uniforms.
It's not a literal uniform, it's just my crazy idea of uniforms.
Staying with uniforms, before we move to the big classics, Saint Laurent, which dropped the Eve thanks to designer Eddie Slimane, offered a complete rock and roll look from the 1950s until today. Night scenery at Saint Laurent, multifacets at Dior Homme. Faced with desire, man can get lost in his own reflection, but the narcissists have been conquered.
It's not my job to decipher. I have a client's eye. There are plenty of things I love.
The asymmetrical jackets have industrial clasps and unusual eggplant and dark purple hues.
The idea is to mix the formal with the informal. The idea is to be able to combine the same jacket with two pants, a classic pant and a short, for different circumstances and situations.
Badges, printed flowers, embroidery. Dries Van Noten's jacquard contrasts with the strong music by Cindy Blackman, drummer for Lenny Kravitz. Classic romanticism with a hint of melancholy, just like some men.
But I'm very comfortable in them, and what I love because whenever I buy clothes, I buy them to last for the rest of my life. I don't like throwing things away. I like things that are well made.
At Berluti Jewel of LVMH, Italian Alessandro Sartori hosted hundreds of guests who took advantage of the buffet. But that didn't bother the models who nibbled before the show. And we wrap things up with Véronique Nichagnon from Hermès, the biggest of all the big classics.
Pant length is a very serious matter for men. Well, it's summer, I want them to be a bit short and maybe reversed.
With or without socks?
Without socks. Without socks, of course.
As men buy more and more clothes and accessories, they also become more demanding. Blend the styles, casual hype, big classic, and stay merciless.